All right, Cancer, how are you doing? It is now time to see what's going on with y'all for August 2020. August 2020. The year just went pshoo, and here we are. Anyway, if you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that's in the description of the video. Okay, heads up, right now I'm doing same-day readings only right now. Same-day emergency rush delivery readings only, where you will get your reading within 24 hours of the time that the payment is posted to my account, and that information is in the description of the video. Also, my social media, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to go slide by Leah's Crystal page, okay? Where she has all kinds of cool stuff like this on there. That's on Instagram too. Give her a follow there. Missing out on some cool stuff if you don't. Anyway, what do we got for Cancer Universe? What do we got? Boy, this room filling up slow. Did everybody get notified? Oh well, the playback will be up. Cancer, August 2020. August 2020, Cancer. Did anybody get notified at all? Man, I did Gemini and there was like 100 people in there in less than a minute. Now we got 14 people in here. Oh well, the playback will be up. So let's get 6 shuffles to start your first spread. 1, 2, 3. 3 more shuffles. What's up, people? Did you all get notified? Let me know if you got notified. Ooh, the Lover's card just jumped out for you here. Could be dealing with a Gemini, some of you. 2 more shuffles. Please let me know in the comments if you got notified. I'm just curious. Just curious. No notification? Oh, okay. All right. Aww, the 5 of Pentacles is the overall energy. All right. I think people are perceiving you in a pretty nice way, though. The way you look from the outside looking in. Wasn't notified, no notification. Okay, thanks, y'all. I was just curious. YouTube has been acting weird here lately, but oh well. Just wondering. Anyway, though. Yeah. So, overall here, I think... I can't figure out who it is just yet. I think it's you, honestly. Somebody here feels abandoned. I don't really think anybody knows this about you, though, okay? Because this is how people are perceiving you, okay, from the outside in. 9 of Pentacles. Like, man, I wouldn't even be able to guess it, Cancer. And that says a lot for you guys. Because if I can't tell how you're feeling, you're doing a good job at covering it up, aren't you? But I don't really know. I think you're being pretty transparent here. Because on the inside, you feel like the 3 of Swords reversed. So you are healing from this, but you still feel like you were done very wrong, right? There is an extremely intense connection with this person here. Extremely, okay? I don't say this often, but twin flame. It could be twin flame, okay? Now, trust me, I'm not one of those types of people that just says twin flames all the time, because that's a very specific type of connection, very specific, that not everybody is playing the twin flame game. But if you come to me for a personal reading and you say, is this my twin flame? The only way to answer that question is with this card right here. That's one of those types of things that, for me in a personal reading, because, you know, there's some people that believe that everybody has a twin flame. They don't, okay? Twin flame is a very specific connection, okay? And if you come to me and ask me that, this is one of the very few things. Most things can be answered in many different ways, many different cards, you know, and many different combinations of cards. Twin flame, this card. This card right here is the only thing that'll answer that. Anyway, though, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius right here, but this was a karmic cycle too, okay? So some of you dealing with a twin flame connection, others of you dealing with a karmic connection. Either way, the cycle is complete. The connection, you know, served its purpose here. You're still kind of indecisive, though, as to what it is that you want to do, I think. I think some of you don't know whether or not to continue on or to reach out to this person or wait for them to reach out. Okay? Underlying energy is the Queen of Swords here. You all are successfully detaching yourself from this. Okay? And that's good, Cancer. I love that, dude. You know what I love more than anything is when somebody of a specific zodiac sign defies and beats the odds of that energy. I love that, you know? Like Aquarians, for example. My people, I'm an Aquarius, and what are we known for? We're known for being unemotional, right? Well, I love it when I see other Aquarians get really in tune with their emotions and break that boundary that you know what I mean? So whenever you have water signs that learn how to allow themselves to be governed with a little bit more logic than emotion, hey, that's evolution. Whenever you have an air sign that allows themselves to be governed by more emotion than logic, that's evolution, okay? I love it. When you have a fixed sign that learns to be flexible, that's evolution. When you have a mutable sign that learns to be more stubborn and fixed and you know what I'm saying, tenacious and fixed-minded, that's evolution. When you have a cardinal sign that learns to relax and chill and not be so pushy and persistent, that's evolution, okay? Anyway, I digress. The two of you just aren't a very good team working together. I think the person that you're dealing with is probably off looking for new love elsewhere anyway, okay? Could be an earth sign or a water sign they're dealing with. Could be another Cancer. But yeah, this isn't going anywhere between the two of you, okay? And I think you're healing from this, okay? I don't really think that's news that's hard for you to swallow, right? I don't think that bugs you too much. I don't think it does. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, both reversed. Chariot reversed, okay? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So again, when it comes to you, I think they're putting the brakes on that. Let's look a little bit more at this person you're dealing with though, okay? Because I mean, I'm going to look at them anyway, but I'm not really seeing a whole lot of information about them. I want to dig a little bit more into their mind here. A little bit more. I will be reading new people after this right here. This right here is Cancers who are dealing with the past person, and then coming up is the new person. Okay, so just bear with me. This is the past person Cancer is dealing with. The first card, the overall energy, is how they feel about the situation. Okay? Ooh, 10 of Wands. Well, they feel like this is a burden. They're still carrying the burden of this. They haven't healed from this. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. All right. Overall energy is how they feel. Overall energy is how they feel about this. But boom, 5 of Wands in the reverse. So they don't want the drama. They don't want conflict, okay? They do still love you, though. They just don't trust. They don't trust being able to communicate with you or to be able to come in contact with you without it erupting into an argument, okay? That's the thing. That's the thing. They do still love you. They still love you, but they don't want the drama. That may be what I title this video, okay? I think this is the type of person who's a commitment phobe anyway, right? And also, too, this right here, 6 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Come on now. This is that person who has a great deal of stress and pressure on them and is trying to make themselves look happier than they are, you know? Everybody knows that one person who their social media life is totally different than their real life, you know? Like, in real life, your life is just drama and chaos and it's miserable. But on social media, it looks great, right? We all know that one person. We all know that one person. And I feel like this is a lot of that, okay? Just look, this is how this person really feels. 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands reversed. Then what's this all about? What's this all about then? It's a show. It's a show. They do, again, they love you, and I do think that here eventually you're going to end up hearing from this person, okay? They are going to reach out right here, but I think it's going to be too late. When they come back, it'll be too late. And that's usually the way it goes. I explain this, the science behind this, to my personal clients all the time. There, see? I explain that to, if you come to me for a personal reading, I will explain to you the science, the actual science, and yes, there is science behind the law of attraction. They don't want you to know that. It's not popular information. Like, you can't type this into Google and find it. But I went to the #1 mind mastery school in the world and took those courses. And that is taught by a NASA aerospace scholar. Yes, there is science behind the law of attraction. Okay? And I teach it in my personal readings. So that's another thing. That's mainly what you will get if you come to me for a personal reading is coaching. All this is an energy checker. That's all this is. You know how the electrician uses the meters and shit to see, like, oh, let me plug the meter in to see what we're dealing with here, to see what type of energy is running through. You know, and they gauge it. That's all I use tarot cards for. Okay, the rest of it is law of attraction coaching. This right here is for Cancers dealing with a new person. Okay? 5 shuffles. 1, oops. 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. All right, so this is specifically Cancers dealing with a new person. If you're not dealing with a new person, this isn't for you, okay? Chariot reversed, the Cancer card reversed. Some of you are outside of your comfort zone with this right here. Lovers in the reverse. Very intense connection, you just don't really feel it very intensely right there, okay? So I feel like a lot of you right now, this is moving very slow. Because you are still in the healing process of something that happened from the past, this is going to work very, very slow. Okay, it's very slow. See, because of the fact that we are so hung up as humans on the fact, or on the idea, it's not a fact at all. We're so hung up on the idea that relationships are what we need to bring love to us, then more often than not, we don't even allow ourselves the time to heal before we're off in another one, or at least looking for another one, you know? So that slows things down, because love and relationships are 2 separate things. They don't have to be, but they are. Okay, you have all kinds of relationships. You don't have true love in every single relationship. And a relationship is not what brings love to you. Not at all. The frequency you're on in your inside world is what attracts certain types of connections to you. Okay, it's the relationship you have with yourself. Okay, everything in your outside world is a direct reflection of your inside world. Everything. What do you think creates your relationships on your inside world? What part of you? What part of you? Any idea? If you're going around saying, I hate being alone, ooh, you know what you're telling the universe? I'm a shitty person to be around. I don't like being around me. And if you're telling the universe that you are such a miserable person that you don't want to be around yourself, the universe is not going to send you somebody who wants to be around you. But that's the way we think it works. But we have been brought up in a matrix, in a system that has indoctrinated us to operate ass backwards and get in our own way. It makes you really easy to manipulate and control, okay? So we've been lied to. There's 2 huge lies that we have been led to believe as humans, okay? 2 huge bullshit, bold-faced lies. The first one is that this empty void you have in your heart is totally fucking normal. Oh, it's normal. It's just a totally normal part of being a human. I feel empty and broken and alone and miserable. That's fucking normal. It's normal. And then the second biggest lie is that a relationship is going to fill that void. Dude, I don't know which one's worse. But now, my personal opinion, I blame music. I blame music, okay? But it is movies, TV, music for decades has been glorifying emotional codependence. We talk about this all the time. Been glorifying emotional codependence, okay? So that's what we've been trained to believe, that, oh, okay, well, this empty void is normal and I need a person to fulfill it. That's not true. That's bullshit, okay? What the empty void is a space we are holding open, and we are not allowing ourselves to come together with ourselves and love ourselves. That's another thing we've been trained and programmed to believe, is that loving yourself makes you a bad person. You believe that crock of shit, dude? You believe that? Loving yourself does not make you a bad person. Putting yourself as your number one priority does not make you a bad person. Okay, it does not make you conceited, full of yourself, evil, all these bad things. No, 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 no. You know what makes you a bad person? Doing bad things to people is what makes you a bad person. That's what makes you a bad person. Hurting people makes you a bad person. Using people, lying, cheating, stealing, fucking people over to benefit yourself. That's what makes you a bad person. Not putting yourself as your number one priority. That has never, nor will it ever make you a bad person. But that's what we're raised to believe, right? But I think, and I talk about this in my personal readings all the time, but I think the worst thing is that we allow ourselves to believe that if we step all the way into that power of being emotionally independent and fulfilled with ourselves, then we're just going to go be alone for the rest of our lives. And that's not the way it works. It's not the way it works at all, y'all. Nope. But could you imagine? Imagine that. How that would feel. Imagine how that would feel. To feel so fulfilled with yourself that you seriously don't need another person. How would that feel? Well, a lot of you are about to be stepping into that power. I know a lot of you are. And that's when your person is right around the corner. Right around the corner. The minute you hear yourself say, man, I am so fulfilled with myself and so happy with my life, I could give a shit less about a relationship. Honestly, I'm so happy. Your person is right around the corner. And they're going to show up at the most inconvenient time. Yup. That's the way it really works. That's the way it really works. Because you have formulated a successful relationship with yourself on your inside world. Okay? The universe hands you a reflection of what you're giving it. So if you are going around talking shit to yourself and saying you don't want to be around yourself, you don't want to be alone with yourself, well, the universe is not going to send you somebody who wants to be around you and thinks very highly of you. What do you think? How do you think the universe is going to reward me saying I'm my number one priority? This space that I'm holding open, hoping that somebody comes and fills this space to take away my loneliness, I'm closing it and I'm making me my number one priority. How do you think the universe is going to mirror that back to me? Oh, at the most inconvenient time. That's when your person's going to show up. When you have a relationship with yourself, you're not planning your life around anybody else but you. So how do you think the universe is going to mirror that back to you? The universe is going to send you somebody who puts you as their number one priority. But only once you put yourself as your number one priority. If you want to manifest your person, you must become your person. That's the way it works. Okay? That's why they say you must first love yourself. Now, I know I went on that big tangent. That is a lecture that I give all the time. I give that same lecture all the time. It's very, very empowering and very important. But we are going to look at things to watch out for and advice moving forward, okay? Well, actually, no, I didn't look at the outcome, did I? Scratch that. Let's look at the outcome real quick. Outcome, resting in the current moment, okay? Outcome do we have? What outcome do we have for Cancer, universe? Resting in the current moment, which is always subject to change. Three shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. First 3 cards is the outcome for the past person. Second 3 cards is the outcome for the new person. All right, okay. So I do think there is a doorway of opportunity opening here for the past person to come in. But whoever it is that needs to walk through that door won't do it. They're standing back waiting. So as a result of that, the connection is the feeling of the connection is draining, weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker, to the point to where it's probably going to end up being too late after a while. Okay, probably going to end up being too late. So, okay, with the new person though, I do think that that this is going to take liftoff. Okay, Page of Cups could be a water sign you're dealing with, but I feel like you and this person are both kind of coming to your senses about like what went wrong in your love life in the past. Like, oh, okay, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. All right, well, I'm going to use my past experiences as learning opportunities, learning experiences. You know what I mean? How much wisdom can I extract from my past mistakes? That's good. So a lot of you are letting your guard down slowly but surely, and so are they. All right. And it does look like this is going to take lift off, and it does have some potential here. Okay. Just relax. Remember, the goal in love is not a relationship, because the problem is not lack of a relationship. The problem is I feel empty. That's the problem. So the goal is not a relationship if the problem is not a lack of a relationship. If the problem is I feel empty, then the solution, the goal is I feel whole and complete. You must feel that first before the universe will mirror that back to you in another person. Not the other way around. As within, so without. As above, so below. Not the other way around, okay? Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. 2 more shuffles. Boom! All right. So moving forward, definitely make sure that you take accountability for your emotional state. Okay, King of Cups. Okay? The King of Cups did not earn his throne by pointing fingers at the people who he gave his cup to and they mistreated it. If I give you my cup and you mistreat it, at the end of the day, whose fault is that? I'm the one that chose to give you the cup. Now I learned something about me. Every mistake he's made with his cup right here taught him something about himself, not other people. Okay? Thanks for that super chat, Marilla. Thank you. Appreciate it. Watch out for people who aren't interested in being a team. A team, okay? Like if we're going to do anything, I don't care what it is, we got to be a team. We got to work together. Okay? If there's no teamwork, then the dream won't work. You feel me? Again, what did we just talk about? Okay? There's nothing wrong with having 10 cups. That is a beautiful thing to have. But do not make this the goal you are chasing after. Okay? The universe is too playful for that. If you set off in pursuit of something, the universe has no choice but to make that run from you in order to give you something to pursue. Okay? If you are searching to find the perfect lover, the universe has no choice but to hide that person from you to give you something to search for, because you are actively telling the universe that you want to play a game of hide and seek. Okay? So don't make the 10 of Cups your all-time goal. We'll get that 10th cup. Don't you even worry about that. Don't even worry about that. You will get that 10th cup once you first collect 9, okay? And the 9 of Cups is emotional independence, okay? Self-fulfillment. Allow yourself to heal. Do not fight the healing process, and watch out for people who do that too, okay? Watch out for that. See, the process of hurting and healing is a natural process that shouldn't be interfered with. Okay? You have 2 different types of people, okay? You have the type of person who gets hurt and then they try to rush the healing process and run from the pain, all right? That's no good. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You need to allow yourself to hurt, okay? Allow yourself to purge out that negative energy and get it all out of you. And just allow that process to unfold. And then when the healing process starts, here's the other kind of person. You need to allow the healing process to happen. We got a lot of people out there, and I know that there's at least one person watching and at least one person who knows somebody who has been ripping their scab apart. Okay, you pick your scab and rip the wound back open, and they have been doing this for a long time. Way longer. You should have been healed up from this a long time ago, but you keep fucking with the wound because you're addicted to the chemicals produced by negative emotions. You're addicted to pain. So you can do it to yourself. And then point the finger at other people, just to reaffirm that negative rush of endorphins. It's no fucking good, dude. Don't do that, and don't be around nobody that does, okay? Last but not least, stay out of your own way, okay? Stay out of your own way. If you want something, especially if you want something that you have never had before, you have to allow the universe to bring it to you. Don't try to control the show. Take your hands off the wheel. Okay, you have 10,000 times more power when you learn how to let go on command. okay? Anywho, I feel like the messages my cancers needed to hear have come through. I'm gonna go ahead and hop on off of here, man. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along, okay? Thank you all so much for the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. And the positive feedback. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, information on scheduling personal readings, which it's not really a schedule, but that's in the description of the video. I'm doing same day readings only, okay? Right now, I need as much time and energy as I can to put into my main channel here. So right now, same day reading, emergency rush delivery readings. Okay, it's 24 hours. It's not like literally the same day. Depending on what time the payment comes through, it could carry over to the next day, but it's 24 hours. 24-hour rush delivery readings. Anyway though, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.